Team Water worked together like a well-oiled machine, crushing task after task as if there was no tomorrow. Before My Design Rules, Tia Henderson and her partner Zwelibanzi Nzuza were just co-workers. But now they're the Viewer's Choice winners and their individual careers are soaring. Tia, congratulations on everything you've been able to achieve on My Design Rules. Bravo. Well done.
Thank you.
You really did absolutely incredibly, yourself and Uzweli. If we were to take it back though, the audition process and actually amping yourself up to enter, how did that look like?
So Zweli and I previously worked together in Richards Bay at TJ Architects, and he came across the flyer and the ad on Instagram and he was like, Tia, I'm looking for someone to join and I think you and I would make the perfect team. So he comes from an interior design background and I come more from an architectural background. So initially we thought, like, obviously it's the perfect pair, and we began the auditioning process. We sent our video through and we found out that we were one of the top 8.
You were able to team up, you made it to the finals, and as the top 2, you were presented with the opportunity to create a space inspired off of water. How were you able to envision that in the space?
We were able to make the first choice with picking which apartment we wanted to renovate, since we came first in the CTM challenge, mind you.
Period!
So we really walked into each apartment and we were looking for the feeling of water. Like, how can our view almost create the feeling of water as well and bring our theme across? And we just felt like this apartment was just perfect. Like, you have the ocean view, nice sunlight, and we thought that this is the perfect apartment for us. And we just used our theme of water to push our concept. So we tried to make use of fluted glass and things that gave movement to the theme of water. Not quite literally blue everything. As you can see, we went with more of a neutral base and tried to use blues and terracotta colors to almost just complement our theme of water.
And overlooking the entire apartment, what are some of those standout design features that you love?
So we went for a bold wallpaper on our ceiling, and that was kind of our vocal point. The thing that we wanted people to be like, wow, as they walk into our space. And we also went for lots of curves with our fireplace, almost bringing the theme of water and the flowiness of the waves. We also have these 3 lights that we actually call boob lights. Hint, hint. But we use our marble stone and just kind of cut like a base for them. And then we use a regular light, very cheap, very affordable, on a budget. And we just elevated the look. We also went for lots of crown molding, bringing the historical feeling to our apartment. And that was the blend between modern and vintage.
Love that. So do you know what mine is?
What?
The artwork behind me!
Is it because it's mine?
Listen, it's an exclusive
I should sign it.
commissioned artwork by yourself, Tia. You have to teach me how to do this.
It was trial and error, I promise. I was sitting in my apartment. I had to come back actually one of the nights, like late in the evening, and get some towel adhesive and some grout. And that's what I actually used to create that texture. And I dunked some sheets in the towel adhesive, and it kind of just like hardened. I like laid it in a nice pattern, created like the wave-like features, and I left it on the canvas to dry, and this is what we were left with. Welcome to our bedroom. We tried to go for the ocean meets the sand, so we did lime wash on our walls, and just being influenced by our curves of water, we went for lots of curves in our space. So this is actually the back of our powder room that we've curved. And the bedroom, some of the features that stand out for me was our timber slats by Tula Wall. Zweli and I actually did this headboard by ourselves.
No.
Yes, we did. And we added the LED strip behind, which just kind of like elevates and shines onto the painted walls.
And when you pushed yourself to the absolute maximum, you walked away with the Viewer's Choice Award. That has to feel like a pat on the back.
It was definitely a pat on the back. Zweli and I were so impressed. But along the journey, the viewers' comments on Facebook and Instagram really kept us going. Sometimes we needed that extra nudge and that extra motivation to just keep pushing through. And it definitely made us feel very warm and fuzzy inside when we found out that we were Viewer's Choice.
Being that Viewer's Choice, having the people at home, or gogo, or auntie, or mama, looking at you and saying, I can see myself living in there. What does that do to you?
I think it just gives you a boost of confidence. It lets you know that you're creating spaces that people truly feel at home in. And that's all you want when you're designing for residential. You want people to be able to feel comfortable in your space and feel like they can see themselves living their everyday lives in the space.
Reflecting on so many lives and journeys that have been able to be changed and shifted during competitions like My Design Rules, how has that affected yourself?
I think My Design Rules has allowed me to step more into the interior design field. Previously, coming from more an architectural background, it's a lot more technical work, drawing houses, drawing floor plans, but I've always loved interior and I always wanted to step into that world and into that field, and this competition has allowed me to do that. And now I currently work as a concept designer and I'm doing more interior design work, and I can't wait to continue growing in the interior field because there's so much to learn.
Halala, and that's what it's about. It's about growth, it's about learning, and it's about developing yourself into the next best version of self.